HubSpot released its November notes, and that included over 40 updates across their hubs, including marketing, CMS, service sales, and more. Here are a few of the highlights. Daily record enrollment limit for workflows and sandboxes. So they implemented a daily record enrollment limit for workflows and sandboxes.
You got it.
Double bullet there. Sandbox users can enroll up to 100,000 records per sandbox account per day. And before this change, Sandbox users could enroll an unlimited number of records per sandbox a day, which is kind of strange, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Let me cover the other two as well. Anomaly monitoring on property updates. And that is in regards to the update volume across the CRM using HubSpot AI. This includes a new section on Data Quality Command Center that monitors properties and takes actions. And users will also have the ability to subscribe themselves and other users to notifications triggered by anomaly issues. And then the last area is on webhook triggers and workflows. And so the webhook triggers provide you with the flexibility to pull data in from your third-party systems apps in order to trigger workflows directly in HubSpot on the third-party data. Being able to trigger from a webhook will solve a variety of automation use cases for you to automate from your third-party data. Now, Matt, decode some of this for us.
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, I think the daily record enrollment limit for sandboxes, that's just HubSpot trying to limit the amount of backend processing they have to do. But also, if you were running over 100,000 people through workflows on your sandbox, maybe your testing processes should be reviewed. I get maybe some situations where you need to do large scale testing to see if there's any, fault points based on throttling or anything like that.
Right.
But I doubt this is going to affect most people unless you have massive data movements that you're trying to test against. I love the anomaly monitoring. And the reason why is, as a MOPs person, usually when something's broken, it's kind of like a little leak in a pipe in a house, and you don't notice it until there's a big water spot and someone points it out to you. Usually that's in the form of a salesperson or someone saying, "Hey, what's with all of this?" And by the time you get to it, you've got to dig back a little bit. So I like the idea of something active monitoring and, seeing weird things happening in data before, it gets out of control, and you can remediate that a lot faster. So I do like that. The webhook triggers is an interesting one. I think it moves HubSpot a bit closer to some of the more customizable and integratable MOPs platforms like Marketo, for instance, where by doing this, we can directly trigger a process from, say, a custom web app or an application that a company has its own portal, its own login. Whereas before you would need to kind of do some convoluted processes to, update data and then off of that data trigger things. This can be just a direct triggering mechanism. So it definitely opens up a lot more, I think, for companies with their own custom developers. It allows you to do a lot more within your own platform. So I think this is a win for HubSpot.
Yeah, that's the one thing that we keep on seeing from HubSpot is they're not taking their foot off the gas at all in terms of innovations and new feature sets that they keep on adding to the platform.
I will say with HubSpot, and I maybe mentioned this after we went to Inbound, that sometimes they like to make announcements that are a little underwhelming, but in volume. So I think that's true with the 40. I think we found some three pretty good ones here. There were a few other interesting ones, but I think sometimes the announcements can be more for volume than quality.
That's fine. We're used to all these iOS updates telling us about
right.
we're not going to use anyway. But there are edge cases and fringe cases that if this is important to you, you're going to want to have a deeper dive into it.